Hello, everyone, and welcome to State of the Realm, your weekly Final Fantasy XIV podcast. This week, Eorzivia returns, the long-awaited 3.5 rematch between current both championship belt owners, myself and Slyh, because we tied last time, because Ethys can't count. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. I'm one of your hosts, Michael, Mr. Happy Poveromo. Of course, joining me is contender and opponent, Slyh, a.k.a. Slythefox, a.k.a. Slyh, a.k.a. Greyfox, a.k.a. You, my boy Blue. How you doing?
I'm doing good. First off, I would like to go ahead and congratulate you on your win.
No, listen, just because you've been playing Persona all week doesn't mean I stand any. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts for the last 2 weeks. What do I know?
Persona and 999.
Okay,
7-7.
I don't remember things. All right, we'll get into that in a second. And of course, we need someone to actually ask us the questions. We have, of course, Ethys Asher joining us.
Hello. Look, I'm pretty sure, regardless of the score, Slyh definitely won last time. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying you're dumb.
That lightning round, dude. Well, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, you're dumb.
That's neither here nor there. You should punish Slyh for me being dumb.
What did I punish him? I didn't punish him at all. What are you talking about?
My name is Paul, and this shit's between y'all.
That rhymed. Did you know that?
I don't understand that. Is that a reference to something?
I think it just rhymes.
Oh. What's up, everyone? How we doing? What's going on?
From Pulp Fiction. I don't know.
I mean, let's be honest. We had this discussion in the pre-show. It's 20% Slyh and I know what we're talking about. 80% Ethys is just
20%? That's generous.
Well, I know. I feel like 20% is pretty accurate.
20%.
I was gonna go.
The lightning round is where we have lost. But I mean, the last one, Slyh had that clutch lightning round at the end.
That's true. Well, we don't have a lightning round this week.
Well, that's
that eliminates my chances altogether. Yeah.
I mean, do you just
good job? Good job. Yeah.
I mean, no, you just gotta have some confidence in yourself, Slyh. Why don't you believe in yourself more?
That's a good question. Why don't you, Slyh?
Yeah, see, he believes in you, I think.
Well, that's one more person.
I do.
That's one more person than before.
Yeah.
So before we get started, I'm going to let people know now what the show is going to be for next week, because I've had people wondering if it's going to be on the show tonight. So there's a new interview with Yoshi P that came out. What are you smiling about, Slyh? You ruined my reveal. You ruined it.
No, I just like the way you said. There's this new review.
This new interview that came out. Yeah, I got to do my long-awaited interview with Naoki Yoshida. So
this big new interview.
And by the way, guys, I am on the new computer, so OBS Studio is what I'm using now. It does not like me trying to capture the chat the old-fashioned way. So the chat is just names on the screen right now. Look at if you look at it, it won't actually pick up any of the text because the gray is too close to the white, I suppose.
New computer, who dis?
Why you gotta who dis me? Why you gotta do
that? Looks fun to me.
There's no text. You literally can't see text. How does it look fine to you? Are you saying that nobody has any sort of anything to contribute at all? At least we know the names of the people who are here, right?
I mean, I get... No, it looks fine. I can read it just fine.
You can read regular chat fine. You can't read it on the screen. You're not telling me you're...
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Oh, no, I can't.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about?
I was like, people are just emotes. Oh no, there's words there that I.
No, yeah, you can see the emotes. That's it. But the white, the white.
Well, I mean, you don't read chat to begin
with. Wait. We can at least see emotes.
It just means that they can't spoil you. They can't answer the questions for you, can they?
I mean, I could always just turn it on emote only mode. Then there's no way they could do that. They could only speak with emotes. That's the best mode only, to be honest.
They have to try and give you the answers with emotes.
It's like Pictionary, but they have to describe it with emotes. It could be like what happened to Papalimo, and it's like they try using Resident Sleeper for. All right.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, we have a little thing we like to do before we start Eorzivia's. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
A little ritual.
I clicked onto the wrong thing, so that's fine. Yeah, it's its own little ritual that we have. I don't know if you're familiar with it. So Why don't you tell everyone what the start of the show is gonna be like?
Oh, you want me to dive straight in?
Yeah, dive straight in, dude. We got fucking
Do your
trivia to
thing.
do.
Well, it has been held as one of the most closely guarded secrets of the Calamity, but the Tupsamati was not the only relic of Archon Levia recovered from Cartman. From that historic battle with the Elder Primal, as he transcended from his mortal form and launched into the sky, Louis Soir's Sublagar was blasted into the crater left behind. Having for so long cupped his loins without soap or reprieve, his spirit bond with these undergarments was strong, and the quantity of ether they absorbed from the impact of battle was immense. Years later, salvagers discovered the Sublagar growing bright beneath a pile of feathers and ash, and returned it to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have sought ever since for a champion of Eorzian lore worthy to wear this mantle of the Archon. And so they conceived the very greatest contest of wisdom and wit. This is Eorzivia.
Hey!
I have a question going on.
Oh yeah, you do?
Going into Stormblood, are we going to change it? Will it still be,
See, I was thinking that before. I was like, when we get into Stormblood, people are going to be like, I'm sorry,
Eorzivia.
Louis who?
Louis who? I mean, who would we replace Louis Soir with in this case?
Polymer?
I guess. Do we need? Okay, well, somebody get on making a fucking him and a Sublagar, then get to it.
Oh, dude.
Leah, maybe?
Pay a lot of money for that kind of artwork, I think.
What were you saying, Sly?
Minfilia, maybe?
Minfilia? Yeah, well, that's.
You want to wear Minfilia's panties? Is that what this is all about?
I mean,
like,
Sly's
you know,
into it in
doing?
real life.
I'm
so
sick of
what's the
wearing some.
difference?
How you doing?
Sick of wearing some old dude Sublagar. Give me something juicy. Mm. Mm.
Don't use the word juicy. Somebody did fan art of my Lalafell and the Golden Sublagar, and on my butt it says juicy.
It was with juicy on the butt. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
It was beautiful. It was excellent.
All right, well, take it away, Ethys.
All right. Well, Evander Advent just DM'd me 2 questions, so I'm going to read them real quick and decide whether they're
Oh, I'm so glad you could do this in the middle of the show. Thank you so much.
No, it's fine. That's fine. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's cool. No, these are good questions. So we'll start with these 2. These are from Evander Advent from the chat. And I'm not going to accept any more questions at this time now that we've begun the show. So who wants to go first? You know what, Sly, you're the defending champion. You can go first. See what I did there?
Okay.
You see what I did there? That's
Thank
good,
you.
wasn't it? All right.
Yeah.
So first question: in the recent Tactics Alexander video, what enemies appear? Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it. I'm trying to remember everything.
So
I think
for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, while Sly's thinking about it, for the April Fool's Final Fantasy 14,
it's the 16-bit, right?
yeah, it's a 16-bit recreation of Alexander in the theme of Final Fantasy Tactics.
It wasn't everyone though. I know there was Alexander Prime. That's
Mhm.
the main thing.
I'll give you a clue. There's 4. There's 4.
Already clues? That's what we're doing already? Clues?
But I feel like it's a pretty rough question, to be honest.
What enemies? So Alexander Prime. I want to say, can we count the Aradeus?
No.
No. Oh, fuck.
No.
Megazord.
Brute Justice.
For Justice.
Yeah,
That's
I
what-
knew what he meant. I'm
Oh,
willing
it's
to help him
Tactics
with that.
Ogre, not Final Fantasy Tactics. Is that right? I thought it was Final Fantasy Tactics. I mean,
Made
they're
by the
the
same
It
guy.
was.
It's the same fucking thing. Get out of here. Get out of my house.
So yeah, Aradeus. And I'm going Brute Justice and Alex Prime.
That's only 2, so there were 4.
He literally told you how many there were. I wish you hadn't told him that.
I don't
so-
remember.
There's
Yeah, I
4, those 2.
Those 2.
Twice.
That's all I got.
So that's it? You give up?
I mean, if that could.
You want to take
that's
a
easy to
shot
give
at
me-
it? Like,
Faust.
give me that.
Those 2, Faust, and it's the
Mhm.
it's the last one. Last one I can't remember if it was Cruise Chaser or if it was Manipulator. I'm gonna go with Manipulator.
no, apparently, according to Evander Advent, And if he's wrong, then shoot him, not me.
I mean, we could just check anytime.
It was Faust, Quick Thinks, Brute Justice, and Alex.
Oh
Crumb.
yeah, no, yeah, Quick Thinks was in there. I don't think it wasn't A7 Savage Quick Thinks though. It was just Quick Thinks, like showing a cutscene. I hadn't considered that. I was trying to think of the combat scenes.
Yeah,
I'm amazed you did not guess Faust. I'm amazed.
Yeah.
Wait, was Faust actually in a combat scene?
Yeah. I think he's the only one that actually looked like they were playing Final Fantasy Tactics. All the other ones kind of look like
just mirrored
cutscenes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next question then is perhaps, and this is a good question actually. What are the names of the weapons of the 4 leaders of the Eorzian Alliance minus Nanamo?
There's no way. There's a 0% chance. Remember the last time you asked me about weapon names? This is not the first time I've been asked about weapon names.
Well, I mean, okay, you should be able to get.
I know Rao Bonds is the name of the Blue Mage relic from Final Fantasy XI.
Which is what?
I don't remember. Like I can relate them.
Right.
And then you have I mean, I know what weapons we're talking about, but their names. I've never committed weapon names. The very first Eorzivia we did, I'm pretty sure you asked me to name a bunch of weapons from different. No, there was one with Pook was on. Yeah. Where to ask them to label the weapons.
Yeah, that was the lightning round.
Yeah. And I literally knew 0 of them because I never commit weapon names to memory.
And Pook knew all of them somehow. He knew fucking all of them. It's crazy.
It was pretty fortunate for me. All I remember is Rao Bonds is named after the Blue Mage relic in Final Fantasy XI, which is a whole other conversation as a whole. But I can't. There's no way, dude. I can't remember those for the life. It's a good question, though. I do think it's a good question.
Don't even bother to pass that shit to me.
Really?
I feel bad not committing these to memory.
Yeah. The thing is, I remember you asking a question about Merlib's gun. I think. I don't remember the name of it.
I only remember the names of her ships.
Yeah, she's got 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So Melwib's Melwib's a really interesting case in this one. So she's got Annihilator and Death Penalty.
I knew Annihilator. I couldn't remember Death Penalty.
And Death Penalty she named because it was the gun that she executed her father with after she found out that he was working for the Reavers.
Yeah.
As for the other ones, we've got Tizona.
There it is. I knew it was 6 letters long.
Which is Raban's one.
Yeah.
We've got Claustrum, which is
the Black Mage relic from 11.
Well, is it in Final Fantasy 11?
It's either the Black Mage relic or the Black Mage mythic. It's one of the 2.
Right. Well, in 14, it's the Seedseer's weapon. And we've got Neagling, which is, I think is, what's his name? Husbando's sword.
Oh, Emmerich?
Yeah, Husbando.
Are we counting him?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the 4.
I wasn't sure because
not part of the Eorzivia Alliance.
Well, I wasn't sure because when you said 4, Merlib.
4 leaders of the Eorzivia Alliance.
Oh, the 4 leaders. That's right. Yeah, because Merlib had 2. Yeah. Oh, and Death Penalty is also one of the. They're all relics and shit from 11.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, there you go.
All of them. So.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Right.
Bonus.
Those were good questions. Those are good questions. Thank you, Evander Advent. You stumped.
I was thinking of 3.5. I would have never committed that to memory for this. But it's a good question. I like it.
Oh, you were like looking through 3.5 stuff.
Yeah, mostly.
All right. Well,
I mean, I'm still gonna get most of it wrong, but that's besides the point.
So this one's back to Sly. This is from Tenno, who's another Twitch viewer who frequents my my stream. What is Igayorm's biggest regret?
Talking about feelings.
Well, yeah, we're talking about her biggest regret. I want to clarify that the viewer questions are not. They don't have a theme. They're just
questions.
Okay.
I did filter them. There are a couple that I thought were like too difficult, too vague. But the ones I do let through, they don't have a theme.
Who's Igayorm again?
She was one of the Asians who used with
She okay. I knew it was like I've seen that name a lot, and now I couldn't remember where. And now I definitely
she used with La Brea to form Asian
Prime. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what do we know of her history? Where does she come from? Well, the Asians all come from somewhere, right?
Right.
Shards.
We know that La Brea is from the source.
Yeah. They all come from different shards.
They come from different shards. They all originate from different shards.
So it's something to do maybe with the crystal itself. Man, I'm stumped. I'm gonna pass.
I'm so happy. I'm gonna learn a lot today, only because my brain has been completely turned off.
The thing is, I think everyone's brain has kind of been turned off 14, so I think this is really good timing for this episode.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Perfect timing to make us look like shit. Anyway, so is that a pass to me?
Yes.
Yeah. So Eorzivia. Does Eorzivia come from the same shard as it's all names. Names are all escaping me. Like, all the themes are there, but all the names are escaping me. Her biggest regret. I'm going to take a shot in the dark on biggest regret. And was it not... Fuck, this is literally going to be a complete random guess. I'm trying to piece things together.
That's all right. Take a guess.
I'd rather take a guess than not take a guess. I'd rather take a guess than not take a guess at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it has to do with what happened back on her shard prior, just based on the thing. I just don't remember I don't remember which shard she comes from. So I would have to say, and this is from the lore book, isn't it? This isn't in game, is it?
Oh, it's in game.
Oh, is it? Okay, shit.
Yeah, I think it's in game. It's definitely from the lore book, but I think it is in game as well.
All right. What's it called? The biggest regret was not killing the hero in her world. I don't know, in her shard, not being the one personally responsible for it in some way.
That's like the complete opposite, basically.
Oh, okay.
So she's from the shards, which became the void.
Yeah.
And her biggest regret and biggest failure was basically failing to prevent the flood of darkness and sort of going too hard.
I knew it was one way or the other. I just couldn't tell which one. As soon as you started hinting at their past, I was like, well, it's either she wanted to save it or she didn't want to save it. But considering she's evil, I'm gonna go.
So Eorzivia was from the void, and after it became the void, she basically became La Brea's bitch because she lost so much cred. Essentially,
lost so much cred. Does it say it like that in the lore book?
Yeah, that's exactly how it says it.
She just lost
mad cred with the Asians and became La Brea's bitch.
There you go.
So this question is for you again, Mike. That was a good question, Tenno. Thanks for that. This question comes from Cyber Goblin, and this was submitted on the Chub Club Discord. The question is, what artifact was stolen by Alamigo during the Autumn War?
Autumn War is the war between Gridania and Alamigo, to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They stole...
Well, it was between everyone. And
well, I mean, it started there, and the rest of the Eorzian Alliance, including Ishgard, joined in. See, I don't remember shit like that. Just never the specifics. This is in the lore book. That much I know, because it details the whole Autumn War.
It absolutely is.
It has something to do with... I feel like it has something to do with the Pajali. Specifically them.
Okay.
This is gonna be kind of a shot in the dark. Did they try to steal Claustrum?
Yeah, they stole Claustrum.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's 1 point. Good guess. Yeah, they invaded the Shroud, and in the first series of battles, they managed to steal Claustrum, which is obviously a massive blow to the Gridanians because the Pajalis are fucking.
I'm not gonna lie.
A real big deal.
If you didn't take Evan's questions, I wouldn't have even thought to answer that. I'm just saying. I'm playing the long game here. So thanks, Evan.
Well, that may or may not pay off. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, no, well done. This the next couple of questions. How many? The next 3 questions are submitted by Bill via email to myself. So thank you, Bill.
Bill Nye, Defiance guy. He's a warrior.
Defiance guy. Yeah, that's right. So this is for Sly. What was the identity of the summoner serving the Ascian of the 12th Chalice in the post-50 summoner quests? Have you leveled summoner?
By default, but I haven't done the quest.
He leveled Scholar and didn't do the Summoner quest.
Yeah.
That's that. I'm in the same boat. I leveled Scholar and I have Summoner. I don't have Death Flare on my Summoner. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah, I could even give you this one. Because I've only done the quest up to maybe 40? I think. Yeah, 40.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you know who the summoner is that you're dealing with in the pre-50 ones?
That someone's Belial, right? Or Belias.
Yeah.
By level 40, I think you've barely seen him.
Yeah, you've run into him.
Yeah, you only seen him once.
Like twice by then.
Yeah. God, that's so long ago when I level Scholar and Summoner. I'll do that at the same time.
Even if it's been so long, you've never done past the 40 quest. I'm
gonna pass this one to Haps. What do you think?
What do you mean? I just told you I haven't done them either.
Yeah, well, you didn't know the last question. You took a shot in the dark.
Yeah, but you can't. That's at least there was a theme to go off of here.
This is a slightly longer shot. I gave you the theme. It's got something to do with the one in the pre-50
Evan,
ones.
can you ask another question? We can go back and I can base it off that. No, I don't know his or her name.
Shit. So the one in the pre-50 quest was a guy called Tristan.
Yeah. And that was the Makote, right?
No, it's not a Makote.
No.
He's a hero. But it was a big deal because he was a Flames private that fought against Ifrit and was supposedly tempered. And as we know, you can't summon Aegis unless you've had basically some direct interaction with a primal. So the Ascians have to pick from people that have had interactions with primals, which are few and far between, given that people that don't have the echo don't want to deal with them, and the Ascians can't exactly possess and enslave people that do have the echo. Kahai was a special case. He was more sort of coerced in service. Anyway, so the summoner in the post 51s, and sorry to spoil it for both of you guys, is actually the brother of Tristan, who was the one in the pre-50 quest, who was actually killed by Ifrit and resurrected by the Ascians and then subsequently enslaved. So that was Bill's first question.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, thanks for that.
It's gonna be great. Bro. I can't wait.
The second question is for Happy. This one I think you should be able to answer, given that
you say that every Eorzivia. You know that, right?
I know. I've said that.
You'll manage to fuck it up.
You said that you were paying attention to 3.5 stuff, and this is a 3.5 question.
Okay.
So why are Hori Boulder and Enor still doing squats at the Rising Stone?
How the? Oh yeah, you're right. I was paying attention to the squat guys. That's what I was paying attention to.
Why are they still doing squats? Why are they doing squats?
I mean, why are they still doing squats? Aren't they? This is still bullshit. Are they? I mean, my answer, not the question. Sly, don't give me that look. Anyway.
No, it's for the fucking question.
Aren't they still? Wait. Before I go any further, Hori Boulder is Was he a Crystal Brave? Hori Boulder?
No, he's a scion.
Oh, it's that guy. Okay.
Mhm.
Fuck, dude. I
He's
forgot.
the Rogadan paladin that you fight in which patch was it? Was it
Was
2.4?
the one for the Doman kids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you lost to him. I mean, because he lost to you.
Yeah. Is what you reckon that's why they're doing squats? Because he lost you.
Because they want to be like the Warrior Light. They want to be strong like the Warrior Light and inspire.
I mean, you're
like
sort of reading between the lines there, and that's probably part of it, but it's not the answer that we're looking
okay.
for. Right
Well,
now.
it's my final answer. So.
All right.
Can't
What do
change
you
it.
reckon, Sly?
This fucking question. Why is he still doing squats?
Yeah. Why is he still doing
I'll
squats?
do squats till you're done.
All right.
There you go.
Lower.
There you go.
Shot.
You call that a squat?
Dude, it's 90 degrees for your knee.
No, you got to keep your back straight, and you got to teabag the floor.
You don't do this. That's
Well, you
bad.
should-
That's bad for your back, dude. Go
Bad
down.
for your back. You got to shit back.
I don't know, for the trip to Alamigo. I don't know. That's my shot in the dark. No.
That's a shot in the dark. All right. So the question we were looking for is because the Warrior of Light is so fixated on the Garland problem on Belsar's wall at the moment that Hori Boulder and the other sort of B team scions are having to deal with the normal like primal shit going on at the moment. So they're trying to keep fit for that.
I think they might want to try something more effective, like leveling to 60.
But I don't, maybe that's why they haven't given us squats in game, because it's actually like a power leveling technique.
Every squat is like 100
Maybe the jump potion will.
I would love to meet someone who has fucking done squats from level 1 to 70.
I reckon the jump potion is going to come with a squat.
And you have to press spacebar for every squat, and it has to be timed right.
Yeah, and you have to do like 10,000 squats to grind it up. Anyway, the final question by Bill is also concerning squats, and this is for Sly. Who's winning the squat race?
Wait, what?
Who's winning the squat race? Who's currently winning?
Oh, between the two of them?
Yeah.
Well, you got a fucking 50-50 here, and if you get it wrong, I get
good.
it right. So
Yeah. It's an automatic point for him. I'm gonna say Hori.
No. Now Haps just needs to name the other one.
Well, didn't you just name them in the question before?
I did.
I don't remember his name.
Oh my fucking god.
The other guy. I win.
Not even a guy.
All right, the other woman. Wait,
No, you don't win. I gave you a name and you can't. Oh my god.
I didn't expect to have to retain that knowledge into the next question.
Shit. It's a female bard. Her name is Ainor. Aenor. You two are terrible.
As soon as we were done with that question, I was like, well, that question I didn't give a shit about.
Well, that's gone.
You know what I was saying in my head the whole time? I had two things going through my head. One, I hope he says the name of the person I don't remember, and B, I hope he's wrong. Those are the two things going through my brain as soon as you asked him that question.
Well, I gave you half of it, so
Yeah. Couldn't have. Oh, Jesus Christ! All right,
I knew the answer though. Is the other person?
No, you fucking didn't. This question is from Seriade. How old was Nanamo when she became Sultana?
Oh God, she was pretty young. Can I ask how old she is? No, I can't, because then there's an exact year. I was gonna ask how old she is now. But then that wouldn't work. Shit. Okay, if I can't ask how old she is, since I clearly don't know the answer, how many years ago did that happen? Can that be my one clue? Because I haven't gotten one yet.
It was 10 years ago.
10 years? Okay, I thought it was 15, so that helps. 14.
So she was 14 when
14.
she.
I feel
when she
like
became
I
Sultana?
feel like she was younger than she. Like too young, like the too young Sultana. She gets kind of treated that way. Incorrect. Got it.
That's incorrect. What do you think, Sly?
Nanamo became Sultana when her father passed away, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So,
Which was a little bit suspicious to begin with. It was a very mysterious death, but that's not relevant to the question.
mm-hmm. I'm gonna go even younger and say 5 or 6
years old.
Yeah,
5 or 6.
5.
You're gonna go with 5?
Yeah,
that's right. She was 5.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, she was 5. This one has a bonus question, which I will pose back to Mike for a second. How old was she when she pardoned Raubon?
Pardoned what, from the Colosseum thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gave him his freedom.
Gave him his freedom, and so that was so. Wait a minute. So we need to step back. So it was 10 years ago she became Sultana. We just have that discussion, right? So she is.
So she's currently 15. She's currently 15.
Christ.
Yeah. Like you say, far too young.
I knew I had that in my head. I still thought she was not a teenager right now.
No, she's a baby.
She's young.
No wonder she has all these dumb ideas about how government works. No fucking idea.
Yeah, jeez. About like a Republican shit. What a naive little bitch.
She's naive to think it's that simple.
Process? What the fuck? Grow up, Nanamo.
To think that's how it's just like, I'm Sultana, so I get the call shot, so that's how it works, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
I think she is incredibly sharp for a 15-year-old girl.
Oh yeah,
right?
She's sharp for a 15-year-old, but that's a reason why they treat her like a naive child. She's like,
do you think you could do better in her position?
In Ul'dah, I probably could, not in America.
You could not in Ul'dah. Fuck off.
Easy.
Okay, all right, okay.
I'm taller than most of the people on the council. I'm good.
Well, there you go. Yeah, he's taller than most of them. Fucking hashtag happy for Sultana. Yeah.
That's my, she was, God, Raubon. He refers to it so many times too, how many years ago it was. She was 7?
You reckon she was 7?
Yeah. I don't remember how many years ago it was, so just
right.
a shot. I'm going to assume 8. I don't think it was 5. Oh, no, I just remembered what it was.
What are you?
No. It's Slice.
15 now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years after she became Sultana, so maybe 9.
You reckon 9?
9.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I realized it because I remembered that all the cutscenes from 1.0 that show you the past show you a year into the past, so it would have been 6 years ago.
Yeah, she was 9, and for no points assigned to this, but how many matches had Raubon won when she granted him his pardon?
1,000. Was it 1,000?
Yeah, it was 1,000.
Yeah,
he won 1,000 consecutive matches.
As soon as I answered 7, and I said, well, it couldn't be 5 because 1.0 is 5 years ago, and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. All right, so this one, thank you for that, Seria. That was a great question. This is for Nico, and this is for Sly. How many marquee farthings in a marquee penny?
Marquee farthings in a penny?
Yeah. How many marquee farthings in a marquee penny?
It's 2 numbers that come to mind. I have to remember which one's which.
I'm just going to say 10. I know it's the wrong answer, but sure, 10.
You reckon 10?
Yeah.
I know it's one of 2 numbers. I just can't. So it's farthing, penny, shilling, right? From lowest to highest?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's either 4 or 12. I know those are the two numbers that come to mind. Which one is it? I mean, I'm taking a shot in the dark. I know it's one of the 2. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to use photographic memory but it's been so long since I've looked at the description for a fucking Maki penny. Because that's where it tells you. It tells you in the description.
Yeah, it's in the description. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 4.
You're gonna go with 4?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna give you that. And this has got a bonus question, which goes to Sly first. So how many Maki pence are in a Maki shilling? Pence is the plural for penny. In a shilling.
Seems like 8.
12.
Fucking so smug. So smug.
Was it 12?
Yeah,
I see them, everyone. I was like, if Sly backwards
Yeah.
if he reverse engineers what I was thinking before.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I would have done. All right. This is the last of our viewer questions. This is for Haps, and this is from Slythefox. The question is, in Garland hierarchy, you know where this is going, don't you?
Hold on.
No, exactly. You know what? You know where this is going.
I know where this is going, and I got the last time we did one of these wrong. So
In Garland hierarchy, what does the title Kir, K-I-R, signify?
we went over this in the lore book episode 2. I don't.
This is a really rough one. I wouldn't have been able to answer this. I had to look this up.
Well, we literally stopped at that page on our lore book episode and discussed the hierarchy. So it is something that I've at least laid
There's
eyes
dozens of them.
Yeah, there's
so many.
Can you just repeat the question real quick?
Kir, K-I-R.
No, like the whole question, like where.
In Garland hierarchy, what does the title Kir signify?
Oh God.
So it's a certain sort of rank.
Peasant? Okay.
No.
I figured I'd just give it a shot.
I kind of feel like we talked about this before.
We did. I just said we did.
Yeah, we talked about it in more sort of general terms.
I think, Mike, you're right along those sides of peasant, but not really a peasant since it's the military. I want to say maybe a technician of sorts.
Okay. Be a little bit more specific.
You want to go magic technician?
See, I want to give you half a point, but it's not quite enough. I'll let you have one more go at it. Give it one more pass.
So I'm on the right track.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Technician's on the right track.
Yeah.
Shit, I think I know then.
Are you?
If he gets it wrong, let me try one for no points.
Sure.
Okay, when you say right track, are you wanting a kind of rank, so to speak, with it?
Yeah, sort of vaguely, yeah.
Like talking about technicians, like kind of like an overseer, so like technician head, I guess, or
No, I'm gonna give you half a point on that. So what it says in the law book is that it's a veteran field medic or engineer. So it's a veteran technician, basically. So you're right, but it can either be an engineer or a medic. They both get the same rank. So that was pretty good. I'll give you half of that. All right, so that's it for the viewer questions. Thanks very much for those, guys. The next set of questions are going to be focusing on Alamiga.
Okay, so this is
is gonna be fun.
Okay,
Yay.
first one's for you, Slyh.
Wait,
no, he just went.
No, the question was for you, and you couldn't get it.
Oh yeah. No, you're right.
Okay.
Pass it to him.
I forgot.
So this one's for Slyh.
Mm-hmm.
In 1468, King Manfred tried to claim the East Shroud and thus precipitated the Autumn War. What were Alamigo's reasons for going to war?
The reasons for the Autumn War?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Autumn War happened because Alamigo invaded the East Shroud, right? But why did they invade the East Shroud? There's a reason that they turned to foreign conquest.
I feel like it's a simple reason too.
It was pretty straightforward, yeah.
If it is what I think it is, then yeah, it's pretty simple.
I'm gonna say resources, maybe.
Not quite. Not quite. I mean, obviously they're trying to like procure resources and stuff, but there's a reason why they resorted to trying to conquer the East Shroud.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
What do you think, Abs?
Well, resources is kind of too broad. If I recall, it's mostly it was the inability. It was the they couldn't self-sustain where they are. Like Alamigo is generally the area it's around. Like,
but why not? Why was it that point that they couldn't self-sustain? For instance, if they couldn't self-sustain, why hadn't they gone to war before?
Well, Slyh thinks he just realized it.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. Fucking done.
Come on, what do you got, Mike?
I've got a lot of very broad reasons that are kind of along the lines of resources, but they're like more specific. They're more specific, but they're still broad. And that's, I mean, I keep thinking to how like they can't grow crops in their area.
That's why I said resources.
Yeah, they can't grow crops. I feel like it has something to do with the ports, maybe, because they were used to being a trade route. Like that's how Alamigo earned their wealth. They were a trade. They were the trade route between the east, the Near East, and this. And because Limsa had opened the port, their economy was falling under, and so they went to war for that. That was like the big thing why they couldn't self-sustain anymore.
But I'll give you that it was less about, I mean, it was partly about Limsa, but it was as much about Ul'dah as anything else. So basically they controlled the gateway into Eorzivia.
Yeah.
That sort of peninsula that you have to cross to get to Eorzivia. Now it's controlled by Alamigo, and they put tolls and tariffs on all of the trade that was going through there.
They were broke.
Yeah, and that's how I sustained it. Whereas Ul'dah in particular started employing basically sea routes, and they were using great big ships to sail directly into Thavnair, and thus bypassing those tolls and tariffs. So, like you say, that was Alamigo's main industry. They didn't really have much in the way of like agriculture and that. Other than that, they basically their main export was like as mercenaries.
Yeah.
So King Manfred decided that he was going to lay claim to the East Shroud because that's on the border and it's quite sort of rich and fertile land, and that's where the problem started. So I'm going to give that one. You give one to you, Mike. That's good.
Feeling it.
Next question is for you as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, another Alamigo question. Alamigo's last king, Theodoric, outlawed the worship of Ralga in favor of which deity and why?
Oh God. Well, I got 11 guesses. I got 11 guesses. So it's not Naldenthal. I don't think it's Thaliak. It's not Halone. I know exactly where it says in the book too what he did. I've read through this entire section word to word for word.
It says in the book. Eric also says all of this.
As a refresher on just one of them, is Thaliak the one that we keep seeing? Is that the sun? Which one?
It's Thaliak, the son.
I can't remember which one the son is, because that's the one I'm thinking of.
The son of who?
No, they're not the son of something.
Of
the one that the one though that's worshipped the sun. That's Azima. That's
Azima. Yeah. Saying son is
like the sun worships the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Praise the sun.
That's Azima. Yeah.
No, it's not Azima. It couldn't be Azima. I'm gonna answer Thaliak. Okay.
Nope. What do you reckon, Sly?
You got 10 options. Just don't say Thaliak.
Yeah. Because I was alongside there with you, Haps, for sun.
Mm-hmm. Why the sun? What? Because it's
just we see it in so many plaplaces.
It's always sunny in Alamigo.
Yeah. Is Danny DeVito there? Is Danny DeVito in Alamigo?
Yeah.
It kind of rhymes almost.
Yeah.
The only other way I can go like complete opposite, just using terrain and everything, is they have lack of.
Oh yeah, that's a good option. That's a good way to think of it.
Water. So
yeah.
Your guess is Nimia?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Nimia.
Yeah, that's a good way to take it. I hadn't even thought of it.
And the second part of the question is why. So I can only give you half a point at the moment.
God damn it.
Didn't you just answer why?
Yeah, because it's lack of water. Like it's a desert climate. It's a desert area, so something they had lack of.
Well, that's like some good deductive reasoning, but that's not actually what it was. I'm gonna give you another.
Well, then I provoked him to that. Do you want to give him a fair shot? Because I literally said, "Didn't you just say what you thought it was?" And he didn't.
I mean, that was going to be my guess. That was going to be my guess.
You sure?
I was just saying because I brought the answer out of him.
Okay.
It's
well,
it's going to be my guess anyway. So
basically, what happened was after the Autumn War, after they were defeated, they saw this massive decline, in their wealth, in their status, and everything. There was a lot of civil unrest as a result of it. And that was the point where the Fist of Rhalga became sort of politically powerful and influential, and Alamegans in general became much more pious, and they sort of became reunited under Rhalga as their primary deity. And the Fist of Rhalga, like their priests were everywhere. They were advisors to the king. They were heads of like this industry and that and all that. It was a little bit like the syndicate. So Theodoric wanted to basically castrate the Fist of Rhalga. So he outlawed the worship of Rhalga, saying that he had been ordained by Nemea to rule the land and that they were to worship no other. And that was basically his excuse to go and burn the temples and destroy all the monks. And that was the start of his, ruin, as we describe when we call him the King of Rome. Anyway, the next question we're going to Slyh, and it is also on very much the same theme. We're talking about Theodoric. So before the revolution of 1557, there was a failed conspiracy to assassinate the King of Ruin. Who was the leader of this conspiracy?
I was going to say someone from the Fist of Rhalga, but I don't know.
Well, the Fist of Rhalga at this point were pretty much completely extinguished. They were gone. They were dunzos. And no, it was not.
This is gonna, no. This is gonna be so broad, but I want to say it was someone within the royal family.
Okay.
He's gonna want a
All right.
name, I feel.
Oh, I don't need a name because we don't have a name.
Oh, okay.
But you could go a little bit more specific than that.
That actually helps me out a little.
Because we know he was also killing off the royalty and the nobility because he was worried about anyone, taking the throne from him.
So
Like he was killing his own brothers and sisters and cousins. In fact, Vidargel was hidden away.
You gonna give him any more hints? Jesus, you just narrow it down more and more.
This is not related to the answer, but as we know, Vidargel, who was and still is secretly his son Theodred, was hidden away from him because he was going to be.
Shut up! The queen.
Yeah, it was the queen. Yeah, the queen. his own wife tried to orchestrate his assassination. She failed, and he executed her, along with along with pretty much everyone that was living in the palace at the time.
I was like, "You're gonna narrow it down anymore?" Jesus Christ! At this point, you might it's queen's son or daughter.
No, I think that was good. That was fine. All right, this one again. We're still on the theme of Alamiga. This one's for you, Haps.
Yeah.
Who are the Corpse Brigade?
Oh shit! We had this fucking discussion once before. God damn it! And I answered this one. I got this one right last time.
Yeah,
No, I don't think this was a question.
Yeah, I think it was.
It
I think
was.
this exact
It was.
question, I answered it right.
I got it
last
wrong,
time.
and you got it right.
Oh well, then you have no excuse this time.
No, but I do because I forgot. But I think I reverse engineered it last time because they were an elite force. I think I
You
ended
fight
up.
them a lot in 2.0.
Yeah, I can't remember. I guessed one of two things. I'm trying to remember.
Work for the Asians now. A lot of them.
What happened?
A lot of them work for the Asians now.
I'm trying to remember because I guess there's two things that come to mind of things that I would have guessed, and picking one is tough. Because I remember. Oh no, this might have been the question regarding the bones.
Yeah, it was.
It was yeah. That's where the Corpse Brigade came in.
Sort of tangential.
Yeah. What did the Corpse Brigade do with the bones or something like that? That was. But the thing is, you led the question the first time you asked me with what the Corpse Brigade was.
Yeah.
And now I can't reverse engineer, but I remember the bones being the big thing. I can't remember if they were they were responsible for they worked under Theodred, and they were responsible for the purging of the Fists of Rhalgr, I think it was.
Well, they weren't directly responsible. The purging of the Fists of Rhalgr was actually performed by the Darkness sect.
Oh, okay.
Because they were convinced that they would be able to unlock their extra 7 chakras or whatever bullshit.
Yeah, all I can remember is the Corpse Brigade was like one of his elite forces.
But yeah, I'll give it. They were responsible for the purges. They were basically his hit squad. They were his secret service.
Oh, okay.
And when the palace was stormed during the revolution, they fled off to Eorzivia and became bandits in Thanalin, and eventually ended up coming under Asian influence, most of them. So I'll give you that one. That's a good answer.
What was the thing with the bones with them? Just as a refresher.
I honestly don't remember. Don't recall.
I have to go back. I remember there's.
I'd have to go back as well.
It might be the other one of the other units that had to do with the bones.
No, I think it was the Corpse Brigade. I think it was.
Because it's corpse. It's not corpse like a body. It's corpse like CORPS, isn't it?
No, it's corpse like a body.
Oh, okay. You're going to look right now.
They're literally called the Corpse Brigade because they go and create corpses.
Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I just remember them being part of a question. Are you looking at it right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a quick look.
Okay.
Just give me a minute because
I haven't been keeping score, by the way. So at the end of this, I'm gonna look back.
Oh, I'm keeping score. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't trust you though after last.
Well, it's fine. Oh, you are keeping score?
No, I meant to, but I stopped when we got to, I think it was 2 questions ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just stopped.
Well, sounds like your problem.
I think when you gave Sly the second half point, because I think that's what brought him to 3 points. And I was trying to remember where I was, but I couldn't remember how many I'd answered right. And I also didn't know when I took the shilling question, if I took his bonus question, if I actually got credit for that or not. Which you'll answer.
No, it's not in the law book. I'll try to look that one up on post show. Okay, so this one's for Sly. And let me just move this one because that's in the wrong section. All right. Okay. How did Ilberd attain the sword he wields, named Lion's Head? I'll give you a clue. He didn't have it when he left Alamigo. It's something that he's only gotten his hands on since he came to Eorzivia.
Was that the sword he used to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
The sword he used to
Lop off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's had it since we've met him.
Yeah, as long as we've known him, he's been wielding it.
How did he obtain it?
Yeah.
He got it when he came to Eorzivia.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
And it's got something to do with the kind of work that he was doing before he joined the Crystal Braves. And the kind of work that a lot of Alamegan refugees and former Alamegan soldiers end up having to do.
That's the case. Wasn't he a mercenary?
Yeah, he was a mercenary.
He's a mercenary. It'd be easy to say that he got it from like a mercenary gig, but that'd be too broad.
That is too broad. It's true, but that is too broad.
Fuck. What gig then? What did he do? Was it? It's for Lolorita. It's for God damn it! I can't remember the names. The names are so terrible right now.
Well, Mike's trying to mouth something at you, I think.
Yeah, but you weren't looking, so.
Was it from Lolorita? That's Teleji?
Well, why would it be from Teleji? Teleji's got the brass blades, doesn't he?
But he was. This was during the I wouldn't say the usurp of the crown, but that kind of time.
You mean when Nanamo died? Or do you mean?
I want to say before. Before.
I was just trying to, because you said the usurp of the crown, so.
Yeah. I want to say it was before the quote unquote assassination attempt, when all the plans were laid by Teleji.
He had it when we met him in 2.3. If that helps. He had it. We've never known him to not have that sword.
Yeah.
So yes, it was before the assassination.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I got. That's as broad as that's.
You got it from a mercenary gig. That's your thing.
Yeah, mercenary gig from Teleji. Yeah, I don't know.
So I was gonna go the same route. I had a hard time narrowing down exactly which one it was that he got it from. I eventually, throughout all of that, came down to it being the very first mercenary gig that he did. I don't remember if it was under Lolorito or Taleji Adeleji, because if I recall correctly, he originally was Taleji Adeleji, and then Lolorito stepped in and paid them off later. That wasn't something that had already happened by... Actually, no, Lolorito says he'd had that underway for a while now. I wanted to say it was the mission which he initially hired, or that he was initially hired. Can I just say by the Syndicate? Since
no, that's way too vague.
Way too vague. Okay. It was the first mercenary gig he had when he came to Eorzivia, which was under Taleji Adeleji, and he took it from the leader of his target. No. Okay.
I'm gonna give Slyh half a point because he got the mercenary gig thing.
Yeah.
He was working for the Thaumaturges Guild. The Thaumaturges Guild, as we know, they're often doing excavations of Sildir and Belladine ruins, and they hire mercenaries and protect them while they're doing that. So he was doing a gig in the Invisible City for them, and he actually found it, and they had no interest in it. It wasn't part of what they were trying to research, so they let him keep it as payment. So it's originally a Belladine blade. So there you go. That's half a point for Slyh. Not bad.
It's 3 halves now, Slyh.
Yeah.
Plus some holes.
Yeah. You want some holes?
Plus some holes.
Yeah.
I got a few points.
Oh, yeah.
I have.
All right. Mike, this one's for you.
Yeah.
And this is no, we're still in Alamigo. Okay. How and when did the true Eda meet her demise?
The true one? How and when?
Yeah.
It was 6 years ago to the day that we find out that Eda is Lys.
Okay.
Or Lys is Eda, or however the fuck you want to word it. And
Okay.
it was obviously it was in battle against the fucking Garleans because she was head of a resistance faction there. I'm trying to remember because the body wasn't found. Trying to remember exactly what it was that killed her, in air quotes, or like what exactly, like what they were doing exactly. They can't just say they died. She died fighting Garleans. That's dumb.
No. No.
It was It was a reclamation mission. I'm gonna go with 6 years ago, reclaiming a castrum, or fighting a castrum, taking on a castrum with Alamegan resistance.
Okay, I'm gonna give you half a point for getting the time right.
6 years. Okay.
It wasn't actually a resistance mission; it was a Scions mission.
Oh.
Well, it was a Circle of Knowing mission. They weren't the Scions then, obviously. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you this is from an entry in the Cyclopedia of the year 1571.
Wait. So it wasn't. I mean, it was a. I think I have an idea what it was. So it wasn't just a regular retaking mission. Was it?
You're gonna go for the other half point. All right, let's hear it.
Was she you were on the right track with reclaiming. Was she rescuing refugees?
Yeah, I'll give you the other half. There you go. Half each.
Broke even on that one.
So like I say, this is from an entry under 1571. The Archons of the Circle of Knowing infiltrate occupied Girabanya in an attempt to assist those Alamegans who seek asylum abroad, but many lives are lost when the Garleans catch wind of the defection. Now, that's a very suspicious entry to me, and I don't want to go into this too deeply, but
you and I share
someone
the theory.
tipped them off.
Yeah, I'm still of the idea that even though
there's no corpse found,
I'm still of the idea that even though she's not Xeno, she's there. She's with the Garleans. I'm still of that theory too.
That's why. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to go into that too deeply.
Yeah.
So well done. You both got there together.
Yeah, half a point.
Yeah. Good job, Mike.
All right,
you did it.
Slyh, this is the last of the Almegan questions. God. How did Ralban al-Din escape the Garlan occupation? How did he get away? How did he get out?
Thank you for saying it 3 times.
How did he get out?
How did he exit?
How did he
Remove
get the fuck
himself?
out of Dodge? How did he vacate the premises?
The way you're making it sound like he just walked out.
How did he export himself?
He walked.
Yeah, he's just like this, like, fuck this shit out.
Oh my god. Like the way you're making it seem is like he absolutely fucking just walked out.
It's not like him, though, is it?
No. Well, I mean,
What do we know of Ralban's past in Alamigo? What was he in Alamigo?
what was he in Almeida? He was every time I go to his past, I go to like Ralban's push and what he did there.
He was a man with 2 arms.
Yeah, that's a very important part of his past.
Damn it.
He was once a man with 2 arms.
God damn it.
Damn it, Chad.
And 2 swords.
Fucking damn it.
So it's a man with 2 arms and 2 swords. Wonder what the other one was called.
I don't know.
Tizona 1 and Tizona 2.
Right. Is that a pass?
That is a pass.
Can you repeat it one more time, just real quick?
Okay, so how did Ralban al-Din escape the Garlan occupation?
He repeated it at least 5 times, right?
Dude, how did he
No,
exit?
he didn't repeat the full thing. All he kept saying
did
was,
he get
how
out?
did he get out?
How did he leave? Which method of exfiltration did he employ?
Exfiltration? I like that. I like the
Really?
word exfiltration. It's like infiltration, but
Yeah,
exit.
But yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
When you say method, I guess, yeah, I can't read
I didn't say method.
Well, you did in one of the fucking
I said
8.
how? How did he escape? How did he get out?
Did he have a hand?
Yeah, he did. No, he didn't.
See myself out.
Fuck.
Didn't he and a little group of friends, and they like escape through the sewers or something of where they were being held?
Escape through the sewers?
Yeah, of whatever. Weren't they captured? Weren't they in a castrum?
Fucking for the fall?
That's not a. Those were Belladine ruins.
Well, aqueducts.
They were aqueducts.
Yeah.
I mean, him and a group of Almegans, they fought their way out through the sewers. I don't know.
You reckon he fought his way out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it is, because I got nothing else.
All right. Well, that's wrong. I can't give you that. So
Thanks.
to give some context to the answer, Ralban was a soldier in the Almegan army. So he was technically a soldier of King Theodoric, the King of Ruin. You know, the bad guy that everyone fucking hated.
Yeah.
As was Ilberd, for that matter. And he was fighting on the Garlan front line because the Garlands were trying to push down into Girabanya, but because, you know, it's a very narrow peninsula and all that, it's like very hard to sort of fight through in rough terrain and all that. The Almegan army was fighting against him, and that was part of the reason why the revolution was able to be successful. So he should have been on the front line, right? And he should have been one of the first people to be captured. However, 2 years before the revolution, he was shot by an Imperial sniper, and he traveled into the mountains further west, into Girabanya, into the sort of traditional like Hellsguard Rogaden villages to recover. And he was there when the revolution went down, and obviously, you know, heard what was going on, and that Alamigo had fallen and managed to, you know, get out of Girabanya before the Imperials got through to him.
So he did just piece the fuck out. There you go. All right.
Yeah, he just pieced the fuck out. But the thing is, piecing out is so against his character that you know, the question was really like, what was the sort of reason that he pieced out and he didn't stay and fight? Because that's a very strange thing, right?
Right.
Because you think he'd like stay in the city and fucking fight and die, knowing his character.
Nah, he's just like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
See you. Anyway, that was
Sly's question.
Okay, that was the last of our Alamegan questions. The score as it stands is Sly has got 5 points. This is a really high scoring game, much higher scoring than the last one. And Haps has got 5.5.
Yeah, when I got the bonus one when he got for the shilling, did I get a point for that, or did I just say the answer? I didn't know. When you gave for the penny and the shilling, when
you got a point. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure because when I answered that, you never actually asked me or
no, you got the point.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the point. You got the point. Okay, so that last question was Sly. So this is for you, Mike.
Okay.
This is the first of our Othard themed questions.
Okay.
Okay. When did Doma fall to Garlemald?
Well, shit. Where are you talking about when it was, quote, razed to the ground, or are you talking about when it was occupied?
When they conquered it, when they first conquered it.
Okay, so it's not when Yugiri came to us and said, yeah, we've tried to, we had a resistance, and then they
that happened a few years later.
Yeah, that happened years later. Okay. I feel like they occupied Doma after occupying.
They were fighting against Othard for a long time.
I feel like, can I say how many years ago?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can give me how many years ago. You can give me
an exact year.
I prefer an exact year.
Which you're not gonna. It's like, even if I give you the years ago and I backwards, like, it's just not gonna come out the way I want it to. 10 years ago.
No.
That's fine. You could just say no. You don't have to. There's no need for the long pause.
No suspense.
You're just like. Well, Sly, now it's your turn.
Yeah.
I'm doing his job at this point. Is that your final answer? Yeah. No, that's incorrect.
10. Mike, you said 10. Right?
I said 10 years ago. Correct.
Yeah, Mike said 10.
What was that? Speak up.
Again?
50.
No.
Can I take one more guess for no points?
Yeah.
5?
You reckon it was 5 years ago?
I don't know. I just want to take one more try, see if I got it. I had to train.
You guys know that they conquered Othard before they moved.
No, I didn't remember. That's what I was trying to remember.
Okay. So it happened in 1552. It was exactly 5 years before the fall of Alamigo.
So that would be 25.
20.
20? I thought it was 20 years ago was... Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I was thinking of the last time that they saw Ida. That one guy saw Ida was 20 years ago. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
So they conquered Dalmasca and Doma before heading over and turning their attention on Alamigo.
Okay.
And then, as you say, several years later, the Doman resistance was uncovered and betrayed by one of the ninjas, and that's the whole sort of theme of the ninja pre-50 quests. and then they burned that shit to the ground. They blew that shit up.
Yep.
They nuked that shit. Anyway, that was your question. So the next one, Sly's. What is the name of the longest and widest river in the 3 continents, and where is it situated?
Swear to God, Sly, if it's what I think it is and you don't know, I'm going to be upset. Because we talked about it last week.
Really?
If I'm right.
Was it the map?
Didn't we go over it in the map when we talked about the map? Didn't we go over it?
That's what I'm thinking.
Ethys, did we
I
go?
mean, we probably did talk about rivers when we were talking about the map. Yeah, we probably did.
All right. Well, I have a thought. Sly, what you got?
Repeat the question.
So, what is the name of the longest and widest river in the 3 continents, and where is it situated?
I don't know the name.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. But if you can tell me like very precisely where it runs and through which it runs, then I'll give you half a point.
Can I go for the other half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably right. Is it that one river that starts from the one river that starts in the mountains? It goes to the Ruby Sea.
It runs to the Ruby Sea. All right.
From the mountains.
From the mountains where?
The mountains north of the Azim Steppe.
Okay. All right.
It runs all the way from there to the Ruby Sea.
Yeah, it runs through the Azim Steppe and through Yangtze to the Ruby Sea. Okay, I can give you half a point for that. Now,
isn't it called the One River? He didn't know what it was called. He omitted that.
All right. Yeah, no, you said that one river, and I was like, oh my God. It's okay. You each get half a point. It's literally called
the One River.
That's literally
when he said that one, I was like, please don't react to that.
Oh, fuck, here we go. I tried so hard not to. But that's good. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And apparently it is the longest and widest river in all the 3 great continents. Which
that is the...
So wait. I had inadvertently said the name of the river.
Yes.
Yeah.
Close. You said that river.
One river.
You didn't make it a pronoun.
Yeah. The name of the river is the One River.
Yeah.
Fuck this show.
I was like, oh my God, he just said it. He doesn't even know he just said it. I was losing my mind.
So
I was like,
funny.
please don't get the location right so I can get the whole point.
So funny. All right. Okay, Mike.
I love that river. Well, because it runs from the mountain, the mountaintop, the ones I can't remember the exact name of the mountain, but it was the mountains where we thought that the Tail Mountains. That's where we thought one of the dragons would be, was up there.
Yeah, which it probably is.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably.
My question.
Okay. What first caused the Emperor Solus Zosgalvus, so the prior emperor, to first despise icons?
It was the battle that they had. I forget the area because we talked about it last week. It's the area. It's to the west of the One River, and it's
that One River.
Yeah, that One River. So basically, I'm gonna, because I can't remember the exact name of it. I'm just gonna describe the location. So if you go south from Doma and cross the river, and you go under a mountain range that separates the western part of Authard from the eastern part of Authard, there's like a barren area that's
You're talking about the burn.
The burn, yeah. Where he first well, we don't know that that's exactly what happened there, but our theory was when we discussed it that was the place where Solus had first encountered the destructive power of the icons, and like a massive war had this completely laid waste to the entire area, and that's
We are. I'll give you a point, but we are sort of speculating that.
That's speculation, but that's how I got my answer.
So what the book actually says is basically that during his campaign in Othard, it doesn't actually explicitly say that they encountered any primals. He just said that basically he came across this land that had been just completely drained of life and was totally barren.
Okay, the burn.
And found out that it was caused by the icons, and basically immediately made this imperial decree to exterminate all icons.
Yeah.
Basically. So we don't even know explicitly that the Garleans fought primals in Othard. They may not have. It may have been the site of a far more ancient battle. That's just what we've sort of assumed, that it may or may not be the case, and it may or may not be the burn, but it's probably the burn.
It's probably the burn. Okay.
It's probably the burn.
Yeah.
May or may not have been Shinryu. But you know, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I gave you that one. Sly, which town is depicted in the second half of the Stormblood trailer, and where exactly is it?
Oh my God, Sly! If you don't get this
Name
right,
of the town. Name of the town.
Sly, come on.
Where is it?
Sly, come on. Come on, Sly.
Tail,
I'm rooting for you on this one.
This book right here.
I'm rooting for you on this one, Sly. Come on.
Huh?
What? So the Stormblood trailer shows them fighting in, what's the name of the first area, Sly? Sly, I swear to God, in the Stormblood trailer, they show part of it in Alamigo. They show part of it in Othard.
It's not in Alamigo. It's in Ralga's Reach.
But that's
It's
nowhere near Alamigo.
it's a pocket of Girabanya. Okay.
Yeah, on the complete opposite side of the region.
Okay.
Anyway, that's
and then in the second half, they show the samurai fighting the ninja dudes.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, Sam Raimi.
Fighting Sir Nan.
What is the name of that city? For the love of God, Sly.
So you're talking, okay, because technically, if you go by the trailer, because I'm remembering.
No, there's only 2 cities in the trailer, Sly. There's no confusion.
No,
it's not the underwater one.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not the underwater one.
The second location they showed.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like
that's in a transition. I wouldn't call that a like location that's explored in the trailer.
Sly, come on.
Yeah, I got it.
It's where Sam Raimi is fighting.
Go say it.
Kugane?
Kugane, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's Kugane. Where is it?
I mean, where is it?
Like where in Othard?
The east.
Othard is the east.
Where? You have to be more precise than that. You can put your hand down, Mike. I see you.
Doma southwest. Kugane is like northwest. You're asking for a specific location, correct?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, I don't even look. I'll give it to you even if you can't give me the name. If you can just like precisely tell me where it is.
Okay, like I said, Kugane is like to the northeast of what was Doma, and
right.
It's not Yansha. It's not Yansha. I still can't get it.
All right, that's a half. It's not in Yangsha. All right, yeah.
Hingashi.
Okay.
Which is an island to the east of the main continent of Othard.
Right. What part of Hingashi?
What part of Hingashi?
Yeah.
Is that part of the question?
No, I've given you half a point.
Okay.
I've given you each half a point.
What part of Hingashi? I mean, it was like the southern end of Hingashi.
Yeah, it was the very southern tip of the southern island. Yeah. Which is called...
I don't know the names of the individual islands.
All right. The island's called Shishu.
Okay, Shishu. There you go.
It's a very, very southern tip.
I was like, Sly, please.
Yeah, Hingashi. Yeah. Okay. This question's for you as well, Mike. Okay. What region of Othard was formerly under the rule of Doma?
Formerly under the rule of Doma? So you mean you want the name of the area that's just to the southwest of the Azim Steppe.
I don't know. Is that?
Well, I mean, because
if they ruled.
The part where they... Oh, I guess that's true. I don't know exactly where they ruled. Because Dalmasca has their own part. And then you have...
Shrouded.
Which is shrouded to the south. Hingashi is a neutral port town. But I guess I don't think they were ever owned by Doma. But I mean, obviously, I'm just spitballing myself right now. They controlled what's the name of the region that they told us in the fucking trailer? We have the Azim Steppe, we have Kugane, we have Hingashi. I think you even said it earlier. The area where Doma is actually located, the region on the map. So I can remember that name. He'll probably get it. I mean, they didn't rule. I don't think they ever ruled the Azim Steppe because that's where all the nomads and all that other shit goes on. But it's that specific region that is where Doma is. It's like in the middle of the continent. Is all I can remember about. It's like in the very center towards the southeast of the continent on the east side of the one river. Is all I can remember. I can't. The name is escaping me from the. Yeah, the name from the trailer is escaping. I mean, the name from the EU fan test is escaping me. It was on one of the slides for the EU.
Slyh looks like he's about to fucking cry.
It was on because there was a slide that tells us the name of it.
Wasn't it Yangsha?
I just remembered.
Yangsha? That's why I look confused. I'm like, wait.
Right,
I can remember. It was escaping me. Yeah. As soon as I said that just before Slyh said it, I remembered what it was.
So you're right that they're sort of vaguely separated by that one river. You know the one river.
The one river.
Slyh,
that one. Yeah, that one.
That one.
Yeah. So you're right that the Azim Steppe was controlled and is presumably still, largely left their own devices. The Aura tribes, whereas Yangsha is that southwestern region which was controlled by Doma. That was Doma's sort of Uldar to Thanalan, right? Anyway, fuck, whose question was that? That was
mine.
That was yours. Okay,
yeah.
Slyh, who is Azim of the Azim Steppe? Who is he?
Azim?
Yeah, who is he? Who's that guy? What's he about?
Slyh, this is another one where if I'm correct, I'm going to be upset if you don't know it.
But I think of the Azim Steppes, all I think about are those have EDSs. He want to say that he was Alligan, but he wasn't.
Say whatever you want.
Well, he might have been Alligan. We don't know that. Yeah. But who is he? Who is he to the Aura? Who is he to the people who named the place and that live there? I mean, Garuda was Alligan. He could have been fucking Alligan. Who knows?
Yeah, never mind. Wait, I thought I knew the answer, but I don't know it either. Never mind, Slyh. If you get it wrong, I won't hate you. Because I don't remember. Now I just remembered. I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Azim Steppe. The Azim Steppe were where the tribe was, correct?
It's where the various nomadic tribes are. It's basically Othad's Mongolia.
And wasn't Azim their deity?
More specific.
Specifically what?
Azim is a god.
You want to know what he's the god of?
I will be mad at you now if you don't get it. Again. I think.
Just because we said it earlier, I'm just going to say sun.
You reckon it's the sun god?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So
that was where I was going to go if you didn't
get that. I was like, that's why
it's conspicuous because among our 12, Azema is our sun goddess and Azim is their sun god. And it's not a stretch to assume or at least wonder that they might in fact be one and the same.
Yeah. So when I said I was gonna be mad at you if you didn't get it, that was what I thought it was, and then I kind of convinced myself it wasn't that, and then when you agreed it was a god, I was like, okay, now I will be mad because I was right.
All right, perhaps. Where do the Kojin live, and what is their primary industry?
Kojins are the turtles, right?
I don't know. Are they?
Yes, the Kojin are the turtles, because the Lamia ones are on the other fucking continent. Yes, the Kojin. They live in what was it? So they live in the Ruby Sea. They inhabit the Ruby Sea. What was the other half of the question?
What's their primary industry?
Primary industry, isn't that oh shit. It's two things come to mind. I think I know. Yeah, I mean, if I don't get it, you'll get it. I'm pretty confident in that. So Ruby Sea, can I get half a point for Ruby Sea? For certain, can I know that now so I can be less disappointed in myself later? It's God, I keep thinking of the jars that we think contain the gods. But at the same time, there's something else I think it could be. Is it masonry? Is it whatever jar making fucking they create artifacts? That's what I was thinking of. Nope, that's wrong. Well, I already said it, so I'm kind of fucked.
They don't create artifacts.
No, they have artifacts. They worship the artifacts.
Yeah. Their primary industry.
Go for it, Sly. I think you know. I finaled my answer and then knew it was wrong. So,
which tribe? What tribe is this?
The Kojin. Basically, we had the Lamias for Alamigo, and then we have
the turtle people.
Yeah, the turtle people.
Yeah.
Wasn't there trade? Unquote trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what they did.
Yeah. It seems simple and stupid, but I was like, wait.
No, yeah, their trade is trade.
Actually, trade is trade.
That's what traders do. You guys are probably not gonna believe this, but that was the last question.
And we're tied, aren't we?
You're not tied.
Oh, did Sly win?
How do you guys feel like you went? This is one of the highest scoring Eorzivias we've had in a long time.
So what's the question?
How did we do?
Well, I think Sly won because when he got those 2 points in a row, I stopped counting, but I was pretty sure he was ahead as soon as he got that second one, and then I didn't get the follow up.
I think Mike's ahead by like.
Why do we not believe in ourselves? If I'm ahead, if I'm ahead, it's literally impossible. Like it'd have to be by half a point, but you had a full point that came in.
Yeah. I think he's ahead by half a point.
Hang on.
That's not what I want to hear.
All right. So you reckon that Haps is ahead by half a point?
And I think he's ahead by half a point because he got a full question right at one point. That should have. Well, he got a half a point at one point, and then I think he got a full point. So he should actually be, I think, a full point ahead of me.
One of you is right.
I mean, no doubt.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
but
no, but I mean, one of you is exactly right, and there's only half a point in it.
So it's Sly.
Sly has won with 9.5 points.
Yeah. I knew that as soon as he got that one, he took mine and then he got his own back to back. When he got his Zim step, I was like, okay, the Zim step was gonna be my my winner.
Yeah, on the score I've been counting, Sly wins with 9.5.
Yeah,
and Mike with 9. Fuck, that was so close. That was like seriously. That was like one of you was pressing ahead, a couple of points, and the other
I pressed ahead. I pressed ahead by 1.5 at one point, and then he got two right in a row.
Yeah,
that's what I remember. Yeah.
It's all those half points.
Holy shit, dude.
That's where I lost track of everything. Was the half points because you had 5 half point answers. I think Sly. I think you had.
I was giving away. I gave away more half points than I think I've ever given away.
Yeah,
because we were half right so often.
So the defending champion.
Well, it's now the undisputed because last time we tied.
Defending champion keeps his title.
See, I told you, Sly. Sly was so confident I was gonna win. I was like, dude, and it's Yangjia. Oh, also Yangjia killed me because I couldn't remember it. Like it's supposed to be pronounced Yangjia, right? It's spelled Yanxia.
Yeah, it's Yangjia.
I believe.
I'm not going to apologize for not pronouncing.
I'm probably still wrong too.
Because
like I don't know how the fuck.
I'm still fucking mad at that one river that I actually said one river, and
I was really nervous when that happened.
Oh, that was funny.
So how do you think we did at this?
Just because of a fucking pronoun,
I think you guys did great. There are a couple of really obvious ones that you fucked up.
Yeah, and yeah.
Me.
Yeah, and Igayon, I thought was a really obvious one. But then like Sly got the exact ages of Nanamo when she became Sultana. And
I threw that one away too. I answered too quick.
Sly fucking got the exact year. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Because I knew she was young. I knew she was relatively young when her father died.
I know, but like that was ridiculous. You always do that. You like stumble up on the easier ones, and then on like the fucking crazy hard ones, you're just like, yeah, no.
I stumbled up on that one hard because I said it out loud to myself after I answered incorrectly. I said, well, I mean, it couldn't have been 5 years ago. Oh.
No. How the fuck could it have been 5 years ago?
Well, no, yeah, that's what I was saying. Because you were asking me how the fuck I got 7. And I was like, well, it had to be more than 5 years ago. And then I remembered that pretty much everything that happened at the beginning of 1.0, something happened a year prior to all of the nations, to like all the scions, all the characters, like.
Yeah.
Which is how I knew that's how I remembered that Ida died 6 years ago, because it was the same thing.
Yeah, I thought the Ida question was pretty fucking easy because Ida literally tells us in 3.56.
I just couldn't remember the other aspect of it. I only remember
read that like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But then, you know, like I say, you got some of like the more difficult ones right on.
I got kind of lucky with Corpse Brigade too, because I've had that question before.
Yeah.
Or something similar to it.
Well, it's in the name, you know?
Yeah, corpse.
Like if you know that if they're Alamegans and you know that they were a corpse brigade like before the fall of Alamigo, you sort of.
I like this one, Sly. Why don't you cry me a river? I like that one. I felt that was well earned. I'm not salty about that one because I gave that away.
Yay.
What happened? What can you do?
You can open chat now.
Yeah, you can. That's the first thing I did. That's where I noticed it. Was somebody in chat had said it just now.
So how do you guys feel about like not coming down to the lightning round?
I actually like the lightning round.
I like the lightning round too. The reason I didn't do a lightning round this time is because the lightning round last time was not it was so slow.
I know Sly took like 12 minutes.
It was so slow. So I'm like, look, if it's not a lightning round, I'm just like, it's just having a bunch of extra questions. Like, just fucking call it what it is, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
On Twitch also cool.
That's probably my fault for making them too difficult, but you know, whatever.
No, I felt like the questions I don't feel like any of the questions this time were that out of reach except for the first couple. Like the weapons of the leaders is something I was so unprepared to answer.
I don't think that one was
it's not super hard, but considering how we usually do like Eorzivia, it was like so like out of the realm of my train of thought. That was the only one, but it did help me get the Colostrum answer later. So
yeah, exactly.
I was somewhat happy
with that later, didn't it?
It complemented a question that came later, because I would have never guessed the staff if we didn't get the question regarding the weapons of the leader. There's no way I would have gotten it.
So the Colostrum is handed down from elder seed to elder seed, so it's presumably like 1,000 years old, which is pretty tight.
Which is why stealing it's such a big deal.
Yeah, still kind of mad about the One
River.
That too, but
dude, you won. You've got nothing to be mad about.
Yeah, now you get to wear the belt.
Some of the simple shit though, like you said.
I couldn't remember the name of the region that they told us at European Fan Fest.
Yeah.
Which is 6 letters long, Sly.
Yeah.
And I literally said it out loud, like as you were saying. I was like, "Oh, it's Yan." Fuck. I just rushed my way through that question too quick.
I hate how I'm like, most of my answers are go more specific, and I can't go more specific, like resources. And then I realize it's.
Well, you saw how long it took me to reverse engineer that. To come down to deductive reasoning, like piece by piece. I was like, well, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that, but they couldn't do it. Wait.
Honestly, that's well because the questions that I normally go for are questions that do have like a story behind them. Is like, well, this is what.
Okay, Sly. You know what will make you feel better?
Quite.
You know why I lost? Because I couldn't remember the name of a dude that Ethys said literally 120 seconds earlier.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
What was their name again? It was
AI
Ilon? What was it?
Enor.
Enom. There you go.
Enor. Enor.
Enor. There you go. Say Enor.
Yeah.
I'm never. If you ask me next day Eorzivia, I won't remember. By the way.
The Midlander Bard. She's a Scion. She's part of the B team. I want to see what the B team, because I'm pretty sure they'll have the Echo. I'm like 80% sure of that, and I'm like, what are they up to? What are they doing?
Being the B team. That's what
they're still doing. They're doing like level 50 like hard mode primals and stuff.
Yeah, they fucking suck. They fucking suck, dude.
Oh, hang on. I just knocked my headphones out. Hang on. You know, they've actually done the trials of the Zodiac Braves.
Fuck those guys. No, I'm not having it. Okay, well, either way, I feel like it turned out better than both Sly and I anticipated it turning out in terms of answers. We got at least half or full correct.
Yeah.
Given think of it, Sly, if you and I had been on the same team, we would have had all those half points we shared would have been full points. Just think about that.
There was a lightning round. We probably wouldn't even have to do it.
I think there was only 1 or 2 questions that you didn't get points for.
And they were some of the first ones.
Yeah, there were some of the viewer ones.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Viewers, good questions.
Yeah, viewers, good questions. If you ask them the ones that stump them, then I don't have to feel guilty about torturing them. I can just let other people do it. So
there you go.
It's good.
All right. Well, on that note, hopefully everyone enjoyed Eorzivia. It's been a long time coming. Our next one will not be for a very long time. Because
no, it won't be until after Stormblood launch.
It will not be until after, not only just after Stormblood launch, it won't be until after the Interdimensional Rift is out.
Yeah,
that's true.
So a minimum of 2 weeks post-patch.
That's true.
Probably closer to 3 weeks post-patch. And we have to wait till that 3-week point before we can even have the original story discussion.
You always say that, and then it's always like a week.
But this is different because there's actually content that is coming out at that time. It's a fucking expansion. Like, we have to have our early access thoughts the first week. We have to have our analysis of the content the week after, and on the new jobs, and how the
what Mike's saying, guys, is that we need to milk it. We need to stretch it as far as it'll go.
We then need first impressions for the Interdimensional Rift.
Yep. Then we need second impressions of our first impressions.
Then we need all these things, okay? These things are important to us, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But our next Eorzivia is not going to be for almost 3 months. So Sly can hold the belt proud. He can walk up into Doma, be like bitches, and then be good.
Immediately get arrested for public.
It's not even really a belt anymore. It's melded into my Garo gear. So. Yeah.
And next week, hopefully, I figured out a means at which the chat is not completely invisible minus emotes.
Wait, are you still invisible?
Yeah, no, Sly, they don't go magically uninvisible in the middle of the show.
I thought that might have happened.
I tried fixing it mid-show, and it didn't change. It was either that or nothing showed, pretty much. So
yeah,
I
that's
gotta
very
figure
strange.
out how OBS Studio's chroma key is very different from the other one. But I think
you can't just change the text color. You can't change it to white.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I captured the background color, but even at zero similarity, it still treats white as the gray background that I have. So I have to get it to go full black, but I think Better TTV got rid of full black mode because Twitch has dark mode. So I know there's dark in TTV, but I guess I got to figure out if there's a big enough difference between the two, or if I just turn off dark in TTV and try that. So it'll take a little bit of messing with, but we'll hopefully have it fixed up for the next show. Now I got to reload the chat anyway. But anyway, that's going to be a wrap for this week's show. Next week, we'll get to talk about the interview that I did with Yoshi P. That'll be next week's show. I'm gonna see if Mary wants to join us. Sly, Ethys is.
I'm right here.
We're gonna
just ask me now.
Yeah, Mary, do you want to join? Do you want to be on the show next week, Mary?
Yeah, sure, I can do it.
Is that your Mary impression?
Yeah, guys, I'd love to be on your show next week.
That was a horrible Mary.
It'd be fucking what does Mary say?
Wait, what the fuck? Now it's fixed. Now you can see the chat.
I told you it was going to happen.
Someone must be listening. Someone must be listening.
All I did, the color is exactly the same. I refreshed the chat. That's all I did. The color scheme is exactly the same. I got nothing. And that's the second time I've refreshed it, by the way. I refreshed it when we had the issue at the beginning of the show too. So I'm lost. I'm completely lost. This happened, I don't know. Okay, anyway, it's fixed. So that's gonna be next week's show. And if there's any other news, we'll mix that in there, whatever. We'll throw that in at some point. Anyway, let's wrap up the show. Ethys, why don't you tell them where they can find you at, man?
I'm Ethys. You can find me on youtube.com /very_Mary, twitch.tv/ You guys know where you can find me. Shit, Ethys FFXIV on Twitter, and Twitch and YouTube is Ethys Asher, one word. I'll see you guys in those places, and Sly will see you in his places. What are those places, Sly?
Twitch.tv/Slyakagreyfox, Twitter at Slythefox, YouTube, the Velvet Room /the Velvet Room. Yeah. Happy, where can they find you?
Thanks for that energetic fucking victory. Like, I won. Let me just be
really bringing it home.
Monday, yeah, just really bringing it home right there. You can find me, Mr. Happy1227, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, which generally is just pictures of my cat anyway. So, or food, one of the two. Had peanut butter infused Jameson shots last night. Those were fantastic.
Dude, peanut. If you ever get the opportunity, have a peanut butter pina colada.
Anything, I'll do anything peanut butter. I'll do anything.
So good. So good.
You don't fuck with. Honestly, I don't. I like Jameson, but they could have made this any fucking alcohol other than like fucking Fireball, and I would have been down with it. To be honest, it was so good, smooth. We were just in the shot glass. We were just like, savor it. Fuck it. I don't even want to take the shot. What's in that? Is that Frangelico? What's that? Is it? It's gotta be coffee creamer. I don't know. That's it. That was our fucking experience last night with the peanut butter. Yeah, what's it called? Anyway, on that note, we're gonna move on over into post show. Thank you everyone for joining us this week. We'll see you next week, and it'll be me, Sly, and
Did you just punch something?
No, that was my
I
chair.
didn't like it for a second.
This was like.
There you go. I gotta do like this. You gotta go all the way through with it. Anyway, we'll see you next week with another guest that isn't this twin. And all right, and we'll see you then. So bye.
Bye.
See you next week.
Bye.
By the way, I hope you guys love my outro screen where, because I didn't have the images handy on this computer, new computer, images next week.
New computer, who
Oh
is?
my God.